Hello and welcome to another Miss B Writes podcast. In this episode we speak to Kromanteng, the founder of the Gutta Soles brand, a line of ethical footwear built and operated in Ghana. In part 3, Kromanteng talks about creating a footwear range for legendary high life musician Pat Thomas and the Kwashibu area band. So onto my my specialist subject of Pat Thomas and the Kwashibu area band. So that's where I first fell in love with your shoes on the feet of the musicians. I was like, wow, these are amazing. So tell us about that. Yeah, tell us about that. I love Pat Thomas, by the way, and I've been listening to the album religiously since I saw him. So
yeah, Pat Thomas is I grew up to Pat Thomas. My father was playing Pat Thomas records from as early as I can remember.
Yes.
So meeting him, and okay, let me give the background. So the background is that I've known Kwame Eboa for a couple of years. Of course, he is like one of the top 5 live musicians on the planet alive right now. When I look at his abilities and what he's done. And, you know, we kind of met organically through mutual friends and cultivated this friendship over the years. And so he has a couple of my shoes, and, you know, it was kind of like an organic situation of him just putting it together. Because, I've known him even when Pat Thomas's last album came out, and we didn't come together like this. And it was a big thing because it wasn't just Kwame, it was Tina Atiamo and Teta Kwashi also who provided the idea and the design behind their whole costume.
Okay.
And then they gave that to me, and coincidentally, because of some staffing issues that we were having, I ended up doing the work myself of designing all of the shoes. And so it's in these, I've never designed one shoe in the history of the company. You know, usually our lead designer does that and I okay it, or we work together and change things. But this was the first time that I, with my own 2 hands, kind of put it together. And it makes it really, really special that I was that inspired by what Tina and Teta had come up with. And, you know, they're very close to Kwame as well. So it's just, you know, it was a very, very easy, organic thing. And I look at the shoes now and it's almost like disbelief that we did that.
Wow.
It happened so quickly. It just worked so well that it wasn't something that I really was conscious about, which means that it was meant to be. And I really, really thank them for involving us, and also Blisco for making such beautiful vintage print that we could use.
Oh, it's vintage print.
Yeah, these are old prints. These are not anything current. This is what makes it even more special for Pat Thomas being a vintage legendary musician, but then kind of mixing it with the sneaker era and giving them a young, stylish look with the outfits, everything just worked together.
I've never, like you, I grew up listening to Pat Thomas. There's a picture of me with massive headphones at the age of about 4 or something, just stuck to my dad's record player. But I've never seen him live, so seeing him and actually talking to him, and he's 72 years old, but you just wouldn't know it.
His energy is a very young energy, and it makes him younger too, I think, with Kwame and the guys, because you've been listening to High Life. Ghanaians know High Life music, but the way that Kwame is playing it and directing everything is so new. It's like with some fusion in it that's kind of like, this is exciting. This isn't the same old like palm wine type of, High Life with horns and just this and that. It's really a next level production.
So I'm sure this has been a massive springboard for you. You know, if you've clothed the feet, if that's the right word, of Pat Thomas and the Kwashibu area band. So what's happened since then in terms of like public reaction, that kind of thing?
Well, the response has been electric, just like how you said the show was. The shoes really stand out and represent Ghana well. But there are a few conversations happening, like about, maybe doing this in other directions for, other groups. But I think that the biggest thing that came from this was the Select collection, which is unreleased but it will be designed by me. And this is something I never planned to own this company and like have me designing the shoes or, anything like that. This was all for the people who I was working with. But through this exercise, I saw a strength of mine. And it wasn't just this. In the weeks surrounding this, before this happened, I also have to shout out Afro District and an event that he had at a local house. It was called a Revival. Yeah. And basically he just took stuff from Contomate market and patches and had tailors there, and you just could mix and match jean jackets and cut the sleeve off or the collar and like do whatever you wanted to. And I walked in there and created a jacket that I'll probably keep forever, just because it is the symbol of this new idea of me actually being a part of the creative process as an artist. So that happened, and I think it was kind of a springboard to go into the collection for Pat Thomas and them, because I saw that I need to be using my creative abilities more in the process instead of just organizing. So
you said the select collection. Does that mean there's going to be a third brand, or?
No, it's going to be a Gutta Soles shoe, but right now we have the exclusive edition. Collection, and then we have the custom collection. And now this is going to be the select collection, because it's only select things that I could even get involved with because time and everything. But it's an idea that I have just off of what we did with Pat Thomas and the Kwashibu area band.
Moving forward, we have, the policies that government has talked about, one district, one factory. Do you see Ghana being able to help or support you or other entrepreneurs that want to try and develop, manufacturing capabilities in Ghana?
Well, as I said earlier, I kind of never really planned on having the support of Ghanaians or the Ghanaian government. And this is not a negative thing. I don't want to, sounded like I'm anti-Ghana government or something, but I'm not, whether it's a corporation or a country, I'm not really the one to involve myself with political, intentions or whatever it might be. This is a very organic, blessed situation, and we're taking our time, and basically we want to build our own production center, and it should be underway in the next 6 to 8 months. But
in Ghana,
because we're not leaving Ghana. Like, the whole concept is to bring jobs to Ghanaians and to have this kind of revival culture of upcycling and sustainability and environmental awareness. So this is not really something that, if the government of Ghana would like to be involved in a constructive way, we're always open to that, but I'm not really depending on them to be. My personal opinion is that they should have been involved from a long time, because we have the Ghana flag on the back of every shoe that goes out, and we are really pro-Ghana in promoting the culture and the brand of Ghana throughout the world and Africa.
What kind of tips, if you have any, could you offer?
I would offer tips, and these are Ghanaians in Ghana. Wanting to do business in Ghana. Okay, so the three things I would tell them is be patient, really understand the culture, and think globally. I mean, being patient is very important, of course, in Ghana, because things are not working together the way that they work other places. And knowing the culture, it's if you're a Ghanaian, you know Ghanaians. So you can't allow certain things to frustrate you, and and it's also good to know the culture, because that's your market, and really understand what they need and how they can benefit, and how you can make what they need with less of a carbon footprint and an effect on the environment. And of course, think globally, because it's not just Ghana. The products that are created in Ghana are in demand other places because of the originality, the creativity, the nature of it being handmade, whatever it might be.
Completely. So I'm sure in other African countries, you've had a lot of interest. Who are we going to be seeing? Some celebrities from South Africa or wherever, walking in Gutta Soles?
We want to enter into every African country and put their flag on the back of the shoe with their recycled fabrics from their country. That has been my idea from the beginning. So it's just that I don't want to grow too quickly, and I'll put that idea out there, because I'm not really threatened by somebody taking ideas. This is something that we're going to do, and that's not just for Africa. We can end up doing it for Indonesia, for Malaysia, for anywhere where they create their own textile. We can implement this same model.
Awesome. I've just got 2 more questions. One is for you to maybe expand on your music, and the second one is about the foundation.
Okay.
So, music.
Music. I don't know where to start from, but I think, okay, let me give you a quick history, because people, it's so funny, they look at me as the shoe guy.
Yeah.
Somebody, with Gutta Soles or something. It's like, no, this is the last 7 years. Before that last 7 years, from the age of 13, I've made music. I've been in the music industry. I didn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer. I wanted to be, a rapper or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I learned so many valuable things, but like I said, I worked for No Limit. I've worked for Rough Riders. I've worked for Universal as an intern. I have known Reggie Rockstone since I was 14, 15 years old. I stopped making music for about 2 years after I left Universal, because I really saw the reality of the music industry and knew that I had to create something independent from anything that I had imagined before. So actually this kind of goes into the sneakers, because 2011 I quit. Or I didn't quit. I left my job at the Nina Simone Foundation. I actually used to work for Nina Simone's daughter and her husband. And I left, and basically I just needed to do something that was more in tune with what I felt like I was on the planet for. So I looked on the internet, different markets, who's buying my music. And Europe was the biggest market, and it was between UK, Germany, and France. And when I looked at the cost of living and everything, I said, you know what, let me get to Berlin. Berlin is an artsy place. It's really, really cheap. And while I was in Berlin, I made an album in about 6 months without knowing anybody there. Just dropped on the ground, sleeping in hotels, and out of my suitcase. And while I made this album, I was like, wow, this is not easy, but it's almost like, what's next? This is my 5th album. It was my 4th album at that time. And it was like, you know what, there has to be another outlet for my creativity. And I meditate every day and in the morning time, and I meditated on this idea for months. And then when I went to Ghana, because I just happened to say, let me just pass by Ghana since I'm on that side of the world, that's when the idea of the sneaker company came. So it's like an extension, and it goes back to the idea that we discussed earlier, that creativity is something that we all have. And it is about how you channel it, whether you're writing a song or you're just looking at a plant and thinking of how you can draw it in a picture, whatever it is. From creating businesses to countries or ideas or writing books, it's all the same creative energy. So music was the catalyst. And my father was also a musician. He was the lead singer of a funk rock band in Ghana in the 60s.
What was it called?
The Planets rock band.
Wow.
It's so funny, because when I first met Ebo Taylor, and he kept looking at me asking, where are you from? And what, and when I told him my name, he was in shock, because he knows my father. And he actually gave my father his first instrument or something. It's a long story.
Wow.
And yeah, they're both my father's from Cape Coast and he's from Salt Pond. So, and it really gave me some perspective, because my father's now in the academics and all of that. He left music behind. But my grandmother was keyboard player. My mother sings around the house every day, so it's not really so. Everybody from high school and throughout my life knows me for making music, so it's not so
outlandish.
That I would use that to create this thing, and it's kind of the same energy.
Yeah. So, secondly, the foundation. We should talk about that.
The foundation is really, it's not far from what we've been doing. We've always had a community-based intention since 2012 when we started. And our reason for founding the company was, of course, to create a shoe for surface conditions in Accra. But then after I saw what they did with the money, it turned into the means of organizing income for the artists, and our brand is a community-based organization. So our founding principle is economic independence by means of natural creativity. So the Gutta Soles Foundation is just putting an official name to what we've been trying to do since our creation. And we're actually registered as an NGO in Ghana now. Okay. And we're working on a variety of projects that will be actualized over the next few months. So It's a bit of a challenge to switch over, but we have a mandate. And our official, just to let you know, our official mandate for the NGO is to increase the awareness of and the preservation of our Ghanaian arts and culture, and also to work for the social development of underprivileged individuals. And that can be through the environment, through social programs, whatever it is. So we have a list of programs that we're going to start to institute, such as like health insurance for underprivileged children, pop-up art workshops for underprivileged youth, a single mother assistance fund for some of these single mothers in Ghana who have no other option, no way to go if they run into money problems, cultural identity courses for youth so that they can know their history and understand who they really are.
Wow.
And also neighborhood environmental awareness programs, which is cleaning waste from waterways, beaches, gutters, and spreading information about the negative environmental impact of these things. I have not paid myself in 7 years. I have used all of the money from this company to reinvest back into the company or to try and do something for the community. So that's where we're changing. We're not reinvesting in the company anymore. We're investing all of that into these community-based like initiatives. So it's not too far from what I wanted to do, but kind of our position in trying to sell to keep the money, to keep the company functioning, actually defined us more before. And now that's not, now the definition is these community-based things that we want to do.
Okay. Awesome. So if people want to support you, whether that is donations or volunteers or whatever, how can they get involved?
They actually can email us at the Gutta Soles Foundation at gmail.com right now. But later on, we'll have a whole online portal for donations and for whatever else people can contribute, because we are 100%, that's where we're flipping. It's flipping from sales and investment and all types of stuff to donations and projects. So we're looking for as much capital as we can get because we want to have an impact on the ground. Like that's the whole thing here is not to create some multi-million-dollar sneaker company, and people look at the price of the sneakers and they think it's like, wow, the whole idea is that when I started making these shoes, I wanted it to be an example of value, the African market, and that it's not like we're overpricing it. This is handmade, and it is one of one. The only shoe that looks a piece of art, and people will have to pay like it's a piece of art, especially when they're paying $3,000 and $1,500 and $700 for Yeezys, and these shoes are made in the factory, and they look exactly like 5,000-10,000 other shoes, or however many they print. So I feel like adding the value to what we're doing is not really adding it; it's just giving you the real price. And our intention is not to be a capitalistic organization; it's actually to be the first kind of NGO that's running off of retail demand. That's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to get is the retail demand at a high level and turn that money into projects, things that we're doing in Ghana.
Absolutely fascinating and really exciting, and I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to talk to you about this.
Cool.
So just let us know what your handles are and your website so that people can note it down.
Okay, we are www.guttasoles.com. That is GUTTASOLES.com. On Instagram, we are Gutta Soles, at Gutta Soles, GUTTASOLES. We're also at the Gutta Soles Foundation, which is the Gutta Soles and then Foundation. And we are also at Open Gutta Films, which gets all of our content and everything on Instagram. And G Soles Ghana, GSOLES Ghana, for our Upcycled by G Soles brand.
Thank you so much, Kromanteng.
You're welcome, and thank you again.
Okay then. For more content, follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Miss B Writes. That's MISBEEWRITES. On Twitter at Miss B, and on our website at www.missbwrites.co.uk. That's www.msbwrites.co.uk.